going up, up.
May your axe never crumble.
Oh, I was following the markers and it led here. I thought there was going to be a door. I know.
But also the markers don't take into account.
Yeah, it's like, oh, just go around the house. Oh, he's right on the other side. There's no door here! Which I think is kind of stupid. Milk and my mug. Fruit and apple. Laid upon a ladle, ladle, ladle.
We'll be done in a moment.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, yeah.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Cerys. Heard she stayed here.
Oncrate's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Cerys. Where's Cerys?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
I say something wrong?
You must forgive the Jarl. Hasn't been feeling well of late.
Is he sick? He didn't seem quite right during Kroch's feast, but...
Forgive me. I must go to him.
Where's Cerys? I've got to find her.
I don't know. Ask around.
Great.
Remember when that storm caught us in Ald's Bay? Aye, like it were yesterday. Off come fellas.
After Guthlaf, trusted seneschal to the Oncrate Jarls, passed away, a portion of his duties were taken over by the Jarl's cupbearer, Arnvald. This elderly Skelliger did not possess the far-reaching authority of his predecessor, but still had managed to make himself irreplaceable in his few years in the position. His purview included not only stocking the larders and cellars of Caer Trold, but also saying to the needs of the keep's inhabitants, as well as the guests that visited it during feasts and other important ceremonies. Madman Lugos' sole child and heir was a dour, strapping lad who was nothing like his father. His nickname dated from his childhood, where bruises would cover his body, supposedly from the rough and rowdy play Skellige boys engage in. Yet others suspected they came from his father's belt, rod, or fists, for rumor had it Lugos Sr. did not wish to spoil his only child, and thus punished him harshly for any minor cock-up or grandeur failure. The events Geralt witnessed in the Cave of Dreams confirmed rumors of Lugos' troubled relationship with his father. Blue Boy's greatest fear turned out to be the madman in his family tree. While in Skellige, Geralt finally had the chance to meet Cerys Oncrate, the younger of Croc's two children. Known as Sparrowhawk to her friends, she was as fierce and swift as this name would indicate. Cerys was an islander through and through, and the spitting image of her father, having inherited all his courage, resolve, and stubbornness. Dauntlessly, she sought to prove at every turn that there was no task she could not fulfill as well as, or better than, any man on the islands, including her older brother Hjalmar. Though Cerys' decision to stake a claim to Skellige's throne came as a shock to everyone else, she had thought it over quite thoroughly beforehand. Striving as always to outdo her brother, she intended to perform a great deed that would earn her widespread recognition and respect. That is why she had sailed to Spikarug to free Jarl Udalryk from the strange affliction that seemed to curse him. Donar on Hindar. Few Jarls of Skellige were as honored and obeyed as Donar and Hindar, the eldest of their number. Despite his advanced age, he remained the active leader of his clan and its representative at all official gatherings. The only person able to break his composure was Madman Lugos, whose clan had long feuded with the Hindars. Donar's home was, like Freya's temple, on Hindarsfjall. As befitted a neighbor to the gods, Donar was famed for his wise, considered opinions and his piety. This last did not, however. This last did not. Yoda speak here.
No, as in his height.
This last did not, however, extend to the gods of the continent, whose rich sanctuaries he had often raided in his youth. Many brave warriors answered Hjalmar's call to join him in reconquering Udalryk from the Ice Giant. Among them, Fulin, son of Ulf, Hjalmar's frequent comrade in battle and dear childhood friend. Fulin, a member of Clan Twirsek, was a fearless sailor and an unequaled archer, and so did not hesitate to join this dangerous expedition that stood to shower him in glory. It would have ended horribly for him, however, had the Witcher not kept his wits about him and saved him from the clutches of hungry trolls by winning a riddle contest. Fulin proved his skill with a bow by riddling the Ice Giant with arrows during the final fight against the Colossus, a deed recounted to this day during Care-Trolled feasts. Young Hjalborn was the nephew of Holger Blackhand, the Jarl of Faroe, and one of the claimants to Skellige's crown. Despite his young age, he had already managed to achieve some renown, both during overseas raids and while fighting the monsters dwelling in the dangerous region of the archipelago. His deeds had earned him enough fame, name recognition, and treasure that he stood a good chance of being elected king. The saying, like father, like son, fits Croc and his firstborn son to a tittle. Little Hjalmar took after his father in both posture and character, and many predicted that in time he would overtake his elder in the honor and fame he would gain. An extremely able, broad-shouldered swordsman, he had the making of a superb warrior, and his charisma and tendency toward almost mad bravura meant he could stir the hearts of loot and glory-craving youth from all Skellige's clans. All these traits made Hjalmar an obvious choice for the next king of Skellige. He thus did not hesitate to stake his claim when the time of this arrived, and immediately set off for Udalryk to prove his heroism by battling the legendary Ice Giant. Hjalmar accomplished what he set out to do. Fighting side by side with the Witcher, he defeated the fierce Colossus of Udalryk. It is my humble opinion that the most one can learn from staring at the innards of a gutted animal is whether the poor beast was infested with parasites. Nevertheless, Hjort, like many other druids of Skellige, placed a great deal of trust in both haruspicy and chiromancy, and oneromancy as well, though that's more understandable, dreams being the royal route to one's soul. Word was that he commanded a great deal of respect and esteem among his fellow practitioners, having more than once accurately prophesied the future and interpreted the meaning of obtuse dreams. This druid was devoted to Clan Brakvar with all his heart, and his knowledge and ability made him an excellent advisor, one in whom the Jarl of Spikarug, Udalryk of Clan Brakvar, placed a great deal of trust. He had tried to alleviate the suffering brought on by his Jarl's strange condition, but despite his efforts, no progress was made in stopping the decline in Udalryk's mental health. Though Madman Lugos, Jarl of Clan Drummond, was nothing special in terms of size or strength, most men in the Isles still stepped aside when they saw him coming. Eternally feuding with his neighbors, Lugos had a reputation for a furious and violent temper, and managed to get into shouting matches with even the usually placid Donar on Hindar. Yet Lugos' biggest rival was Croc on Crate, whom he accused of stealing part of his domain, which in his reckoning encompassed all of Ard Skellige. The clan's quarrel went back hundreds of years, and there was nothing to indicate it would end while these two fierce enemies lived. Lugos hated Croc with a passion, dampened only by the laws of Skellige and the disproportionate balance of power between the two clans. Old Trig on Hindar, Jarl Donar's grandson and heir, was the youngest of the claimants to Skellige's throne. He dreamed of the heroic deeds and daring raids he would one day lead his subjects to in accomplishing. Geralt's encounter with the crazed man building an enormous ship while conversing with the cut-off heads of his former crew was, to say the least, an unusual experience. Though this strange shipbuilder was forced into his labors by the ice giant and his bloodthirsty sirens, it seemed his work had become a kind of escape for his beleaguered mind. Surely that was why this unfortunate man showed such dedication to his dubiously worthy cause. In the end, Geralt learned the true identity of the mad shipbuilder of Udalryk. He was, in fact, Harold Houghtonsnout, a Jarl who was thought to have been killed by the giant along with his crew. The rumors about his death were clearly exaggerated. It was hard to say whether surviving had not proven the worst fate. News of the giant's death clearly delighted the madman, but he rejected the witch's offer to take him back to Ard Skellig. He could not live with the knowledge that he had failed as leader of his clan, and thus was determined to build a ship to serve as his funeral pyre. Geralt's private talk with the Jarl confirmed the rumors. Udalryk was convinced the gods spoke to him, sending him prophetic dreams and demanding he make sacrifices. Even for Skelligers who value courage above all else, Viggy's fearlessness went far beyond the pale of bravery, deep into the realm of suicidal madness. This clan Todorok warrior had strived to earn the right to be called Viggy the Unfearing. Instead, his actions earned him the nickname Viggy the Loon, and it seemed this outcome suited him just fine.
Benny the Dim!
Benny the Dim!
Benny the Dim!
It's his cousin, Viggy the Loon. It was Viggy who, craving glory and wanting to save his home isle from the ice giant, had convinced Hjalmar to brave the journey to Udalryk. Many of their crew were killed during the expedition, and Viggy himself wound up a prisoner in the ice giant's cave. The second Geralt freed Viggy from his cage, the Skelliger lived up to his moniker and awoke the sleeping giant with a hearty kick. To be fair, afterwards he fought bravely and effectively against the monster, proving he had the makings of a mighty warrior behind his badness.
Walks up, doesn't stab it through the neck, gives it a kick.
Twas the gods directed him. He said the voice commanded him to dive into the maelstrom. Too bad they didn't protect him.
Water. Water is always nice. Okay, let's find Cerys.
Will you keep loitering, bothering folk?
I'm just trying to find someone.
Till Hjalmar split its massive skull, rid the isles of this fearsome foe.
Wow, there's a party going on here.
Dirty wolf.
You don't know shy king when I was pissing.
I don't group. Hey, stranger. Looking for some entertainment? Want a drink?
What kind of entertainment you got in mind?
What? Why, beer, mead, and strong spirits. What do you expect in a tavern? Jump rope. Don't know where you're from, but I can see it's far off.
The Brockvar clan. Can you tell me about it?
We from the Brockvar clan are masters of the sea, bred and born to the water.
Thought everyone in Skellige spent a lot of time in the water.
They think so too. But all they do is skim the top of it in their long ships, all wrapped up in heavy furs. From time to time, the wind blows a bit of spray from the oars in their faces. That's their only contact with water. Whereas our boys, as soon as they can walk, dive off cliffs into the very depths of the sea.
Show me what you have in stock.
What do you got?
Got some cards. I see some. Ooh, Ice Giant. It's got a lot of monster cards.
What would you say to a little game of Gwent?
For Cerys. But
Gwent!
Gwent.
Northern Realms.
Making a monster, seeing as that's what
Yeah.
he's selling. You're
Okay. I don't exactly know what his strategy is here,
I don't think he has one.
which worries me. Okay. Either I'm really good or this guy's holding back.
You're gonna have two card advantage.
I know, but still. Yeah, see?
You get 24 out of
Here comes the spy. Yeah. Oh. Smart. Yeah,
He's got a really good card here. Oh, you win. By the hair on your cheek.
Yeah. What did I get? Fire elemental.
Hey, choose your poison and don't try any tricks.
Oh, I thought I could ask him about
Take
Cerys.
care.
Somebody.
I'm here for you.
I know your kind.
I got the king who sent us all against the Blackwood.
Right, so watch where you step.
Hello, doggy.
probably best to.
What brings you to me?
Cards.
In the mood for some diversion. A game of Gwent would be best.
Oh. Nilfgaard. Knew it. Here come the spies.
Nilfgaard does best.
I hate you so much. I'm afraid of doing this and then he's gonna pull out a Scorch card.
It's got double the number of cards you have. I might just drop 3 spies on his head.
Pass. Make you pull some. Unless you're just gonna.
He might just stack.
Oh, there goes my. Yep, I knew it. Now he's gonna pull out all his cards to try and pass me. Dang. Knew it. But he played some at least.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Here comes the spy. Nope. Scorch card. Doesn't work because I don't have anybody.
And there's Geralt!
Doesn't work on heroes.
I'm Geralt. Yeah, okay.
Don't like it.
Closing rounds?
Yeah. It's all siege.
Problem is you don't have your heroes.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Damn it! I think I lost this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, play your team card first and see if you build that yeah, play this now. Play this now.
Oh, what? Oh my.
You just scored your own cards.
Oh, I forgot it affects you as well. I'm a dum-dum.
right.
I'm such a big dum-dum.
What brings you to me?
Rematch.
In the mood for some diversion. A game of Gwent would be best.
Wait a minute, haven't I played this guy already? Yeah, I think I played this guy already. What am I doing?
What is it you wish?
I'm looking for someone. Can you help me?
But damn the dogs, you don't look like one to haggle.
So long.
You notice? I'm warning all our villagers, men folk, that if I hear another one whistling or shouting comments about my looks, I'll punch him in the gob so hard he won't be able to whistle till next winter. I heal aching teeth. If my healing fails, I'll pull them out, painlessly and for free. I'm Aardvark, known as the Headhunter, and I'm looking for brave warriors for a raid against Nilfgaard. Successful candidates must have raiding experience and a good grasp of close combat. Why raid with me? You will either return with loads of loot, or else skulls will sing of your heroic death. The dike that protects us from floods was seriously damaged during the last storms. All who can work should help repair it. The Circle of Druids asked the brave warriors of Clan Brockvar to suspend fishing for tuna, at least until their spawning season ends. Our guards have warned us of spies from Nilfgaard and the Northern Kingdom in our midst. Drag anyone acting suspicious to the Jarls. No, I realized I might have already played them.
Buy a home.
It is an honor to boast on Fate's brother.
Greetings.
Ha! Nary a soul for months. Then one day guests from afar start dropping like rain in springtime. You weary traveller? Hungry?
Looking for Cerys, Jarl on Crate's daughter.
Ah, you found her. Or near to. Lass was just here.
Know where she might have gone?
Took an interest in our Jarl. Asked about his childhood. So I told her to see Begthora and Udalryk.
Who are Bergthora and Udalryk?
Years ago, Udalryk was close with the old Jarl. Was the Jarl that helped him win Begthora's hand. They lived toward the east end of the village.
Take care.
Bless you. And my blessings to Cerys when you see her.
Sorry to interrupt.
You need something? Come, let's have a pint and a chat.
Thanks, but I'm short on time. Looking for a girl named Cerys.
Quack on Crate's daughter. She was here, but I've not seen her away.
Take care.
Tender watches over Clan Fearset. The blood of the king.
Son on the fool. No black dog of dare suck good
Oh, raining again.
Greetings. I'm looking for someone.
Lucky chap you are then. Truth be told, I'm taken, but village is brimming with lovely girls.
Did you say lovely girls? Where? Maybe one would be willing to show me around the island.
Well, there's Vea, lovely one, Cooper's daughter. Though, nah, she's got teeth like fishhooks. Now Deborah, there's a fine lass, teeth bang on straight. Though, there is a growth under her right eye. Maya's got a right dreamy face, if not for that bit of bone rot in her right foot. Ah, nuts. Now I give it a think, well, none of these lasses are really appealing.
I'm looking for Cerys.
The skinny thing. Lovely doe eyes, true, and she's from an honourable house. But the lass is gaunt as a sapling.
I don't know where she is, And her father...
Ugh, tell Crach to calm down. No Skellige lass can perish in her own isles. All right, she was here a few hours. Went to find me man Udalryk. Needed to talk, she said. They should be on the beach, t'other side of the isle.
Thanks. Take care.
Good luck searching.
For Cerys or for a lady? Meanwhile, Yennefer is waiting for me like, where the hell is he? I'm busy with other stuff. Not to mention, I need to make money somehow.
How you like that silver?
Fucking Udalryk! Swimming like gulls around the waist heap. I be sure we showed them.
We seem to remember you sitting on that rock crying for help.
But if not for me warning, you'd be herring bait about now.
Thanks for your help. Did it once, maybe you can do it again.
Well, we'll have to think about it. Busy the day me fishing got nets to mend. No time to fight monsters.
It's not drowners this time. It's Cerys. I'm looking for her.
Aye, fine-looking girl. Can tell right away she's from a good clan. Left her sitting right here when I sailed out to bring in the morning catch.
Any idea why she came here? She say what she was after, or just admire the scenery?
She asked about our Jarl and his family.
She say where she was headed?
Wouldn't tell a stranger, but we did risk our hides together. Went to Udalryk's old family home. Yonder on the hill.
Thanks. Farewell.
Time to collect our spoils. So I'm level 27. I could do Griffin number 3. Dang, still got a while to go. Yeah, just for personal taste, I think I'm going to stick with, I'm going to wear Bear for Skellige, Cat for Novigrad, Griffin is probably just going to be my default, or aka for Bellin. I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. And then Wolf will probably be for Kaer Morhen. Unless I decide I like one better than the other. I may just stick with it. Bunny! That hops.
Get on your tunic.
Going up, going up, going up, up, up. Work those legs. Through the rope. This place has definitely seen better days.
Must have been quite that
seriously wrong here. Fresh footprints. Could be Cerys's.
I don't know if it's a vampire. It's definitely something.
Really big harpy.
Door. Good thing doors go both ways. Yep. Key. I'm gonna go downstairs first. We're gonna find out.
Awaiting launch orders? Are we awaiting launch orders? Sword.
What is this about?
Whoa!
Vampire.
Nah, I don't think so.
Light?
Some kind of spirit.
Cerys. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Udalryk. The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
For a sword? Mean this one?
You have it? Then what are we waiting for? We've got to see Udalryk.
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Udalryk.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have, if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Udalryk's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalryk.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalryk and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalryk. But his father gave Brokvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalryk to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalryk to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalryk had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What do you think? Did Udalryk kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions. But I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalryk right now. Powerfully so. And it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalryk's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for the glory of the gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalryk let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalryk didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brockvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalryk alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalryk both lived here. Maybe that's why. Besides, now we've got the sword. We'll soon see if that's what it's about.
No harm in trying, I suppose. Let's go see Udalryk. Be interesting to see if there actually is a ghost in all this.
I don't know if I can.
You and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Krog met the woman who'd be your mother.
But you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's because I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
Opposites attract. Who knows? Love is very complex, especially between certain individuals.
I was gonna say, like, there's a lot of ways to say
Yeah. Plus, I think most people consider Geralt and Yennefer to be the canon relationship. I don't know. Well, and that's if these... I don't know, do the books take place before or during this game? That's the thing. Yeah, so then that's the big question, like...
I'd have to actually read.
Yeah. But you don't read.
Respect, Witcher.
Too dumb. Actually, what I read is scientific methods so that I can figure out what we're doing.
Yikes, you scared for flesh.
Man, I love these islands. You
Pick some mushrooms off the road.
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
What happened to your hand?
I sacrificed it to the gods.
Forgive him, Jarl. Geralt's got more to learn about our customs. We're close to the gods in Skellige, and the chummier you are, the greater the offering you make. It's our belief that the greatest thing a man can offer is his pain, his suffering, the pure sacrifice.
To hear the gods is a gift, not a sacrifice.
I don't know if that was intentional, but the shadow behind his head. Interesting.
These voices you hear.
The gods. Their voices.
It's not the gods.
Watch your words, foreigner. You're in Skellige, our land, and we revere the gods here. If you weren't on Kright's guest...
Jarl, the Witcher surely meant no offense. Let us hear what he has to say.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize. To Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Angry you want to make peace with your brother? Are the gods of Skellige that cruel?
They are that just.
Justice demands you return to the dead what is rightly theirs.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Yeah, those were definitely intentional shadows on his head.
Adventure seeker.
I think he's had some kind of possession.
Young lad, Crit, and there's a gallant fella. Killing a giant all by his lonesome.
That caught a turn.
Adventure seeker.
Time to get a boat. I think that is the creature that is tormenting him.
No such thing as bad ships or bad weather.
Yeah, so it's not just like a normal ghost or something. It's got to be some kind of like shade or wraith or something. Go around so I don't beach myself. Apparently I hit some rocks.
Must be the place.
You know what, since we're here, probably. crooked mass marks the spot, but not just any fool can find the treasure. Good thing everything's a one-shot kill in this. And attacking. I'm just gonna get some breath first.
Wondering what that accomplished, if anything. Time to see Udalryk.
There it is. There we go. Kind of.
That wasn't it.
Something went wrong.
Was it hard? Killing that vermin? Feels shame. No idea what it
Why'd you do it?
Dear Peter.
What is this?
Udalryk. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after. Sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods ever show you their form, or are they always just a shadow?
Once, I steeled myself, gathered my courage, and in my dream made my torch burn bright. I saw a hazy figure sitting in shadow then.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams. At times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come.
I like that.
That was definitely what I saw behind his face.
Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work, in theory. They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Well, maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. What's this other way?
Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalryk. It won't be an easy fight.
I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
Udalryk might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalryk?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalryk could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalryk, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. And what about the other method?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
Trying the trick can't hurt.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
Let's look around.
I am going to save just in case.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent.
Very loud and sloshy.
Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared. Somebody could break their leg, or their neck. Shattered. Udalryk must have been scared of seeing the creature just behind him.
It's an old house.
Bread hearth should still work. So long as carrion crows haven't made their nest in the chimney.
Oop. Yeah. Oh, it'd help if I press the right button.
There it is.
What?
No, never mind. That was a chair.
Jumping out our own shadows here.
I'm like, there it is. No, that's a chair.
There it is. What? Remember, it's like, ooh, there's someone up there. Nope, that's just a tree.
Yeah. It's some way up to the second floor. Probably from the outside. Yeah, that balcony above me.
Clatter.
So far, everyone's talked about the bread oven. Which also, like, downstairs is where all the lights are, right?
Yeah.
You said you gotta turn all the lights on. Hard to see them. Unless
Oh,
there's something in here.
there's something. Eh.
Baby cradle.
An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalryk or Aki.
Geralt, come! Think I've got an idea!
What?
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Over there! She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the feed.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
Aki!
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You're disoriented, but don't worry, it'll pass.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight or a tough witcher. you all end up wrapped around some woman's finger. Though I will admit you're not all bad. You trusted me, a complete stranger nearly. Few would have had the courage.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell everybody in the Isles. They'll think I enjoy being dominated.
Farewell, Geralt.
See you, Cerys.
Crystallized essence. Or to Croc. Let's get to it then. Speak a rogue.
Alright, there's a couple question marks in the sentence.
Yeah. Got an old sword you don't use? Don't toss it out. Craftsmen can dismantle it for parts. But doesn't that usually cost money?
Well, you just need to get good at Gwent.
But I can only bet up to like 10 pieces.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do once there are no
Was it hard?
special
Killing that
giants?
It's a good question. I don't know. What do you witches do when I think like
Head of a jail.
or something?
I've no clue what to get on with.
Maybe a nice little axe. Pretty well.
Axe? This blade's not worth shine if a weak arm is swinging it, eh?
Master Geralt. A guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me. 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Krach make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Cerys and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Krach awaits.
Yeah, I'm an honorary Skelliger.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, meat and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an on crates to wear the crown, it
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
show some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
What your mug smacked?
Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your shite boasting.
Cerys! Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Stubborn, fierce, mule-headed. Refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Cerys, well, they're twins in that regard.
Don't see Krach. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witch, or perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
Head of a giant on your mouth.
Yeah. I haven't done any of it, so. Got like or something.
Brand those swords, but I prefer my trusty axe.
Something I've always wondered. Beautifully. What do you witchers do when there are no battles, especially the giants around? Thanks.
Well, Hjalmar's already at it.
This blade's not worth shining with weak arms swinging at it.
My ranks never crumble.
We'll all drink from silver. Take the goblet round.
We like this.
Did you sever?
We hear the black one's ship from afar.
Head of a
Here he
giant.
goes.
We'll show you what a real connection looks like.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do when there are no battles, especially the giants around?
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
Take it you have a specific family in mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellig has seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to Svanrig, his true-born son, and then on to his sons.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must even. Come. I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Aye, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackamum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Saw you talking to Berna. What about?
Politics. After all, naught else interests her. Wench tried to convince me that we must honor Bran's memory. And to that aim, I'm to command my offspring to withdraw from the race for the crown. Support Svanrigger instead.
Why do I think you turned her down?
You put it mildly. I showed her the door.
Something tells me there's a purpose to your hospitality.
Aye, there is. In the Isles, mead and meat stand to gain you as much support as feats accomplished blade in hand.
If that's true, you can rest easy about how the vote will turn out.
I'll rest easy on the morrow, when the crown rests on one of my children's heads.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Cerys?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king?
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? Then yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skelliger wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Cerys has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through. The for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here. This bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it. Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Burn it!
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick!
Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too.
You insult me, Lugas, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this.
Then come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crate. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened?
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. I can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You guys can handle this. I'm out.
Geralt's like,
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
like a
Bye bye.
you problem.
It's like I'm not involved in this at all. I gotta go.
You're right, Cerys. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of centering wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all. I heard you helped Lugos, as you helped me with the Haim.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Dang.
So most of the claimants are dead.
Pull yourself together, Cinna. How'd they get in? No! The gates were shut!
Well, this is a right pickle. Geralt, time to go detective mode.
Give me a moment. Turn back around. Saw a bear standing